Good morning everyone, welcome back. In our previous video we have discussed cognitive theory of stress, and in that we were discussing this figure at the page number 53 in your NCERT book. From this figure we will discuss today reactions of stress and dimensions. Reactions of stress, very often this stressor, as I told you about the stressors, result in a variety of stress reactions which may be physiological, behavioral, emotional and cognitive. Physiological: arousal play a key role in stress related behavior. Like hypothalamus initiates action along two pathways. First pathway involves the autonomic nervous system. The adrenal gland releases large amount of catecholamines. Catecholamines means epinephrine or norepinephrine hormone into the bloodstream. This leads to physiological changes in fight or flight responses. The second pathway involves the pituitary gland, which secretes the corticosteroid hormone, cortisol, also we can say it, which provides energy. We have already discussed about these hormones and glands in class 11 in detail. I hope you all remember. Next reaction is emotional reaction of stress. Negative emotions such as fear, anxiety, embarrassment, anger, depression or even denial are included in emotional reaction. Next is behavioral reaction of stress. Depending on the nature of stressful event, confrontative action against the stressor or withdrawal from the threatening event, we can call it flight. Next is cognitive reaction of stress. Beliefs about the harm or threat an event poses. It causes or controllability. This include responses such as inability to concentrate or intrusive, repetitive or morbid thought, including cognitive reactions of stress. And in the, as indicated in figure 3.2 at the page number 53, the stressors which people experience also vary in terms of intensity. These are dimensions: intensity, duration, complexity, predictability. You can see in that particular figure 3.2, intensity, low intensity versus high intensity, duration, short term versus long term, complexity, less complex or more complex, predictability, unexpected or predictable. The outcome of stress depends on the position of particular stressful experience along these dimensions. So these are dimensional reactions of stress. So let's start now. Signs and symptoms of stress. The way we respond to stress varies depending upon our personality, early upbringing and life experiences. Everyone has their own pattern of stress response, so the warning signs may vary, as may their intensity. Some of us know our pattern of stress response can gauge the depth of the problem by the nature and the severity of our own symptoms or changes in behavior. These symptoms of stress can be physical, emotional, and behavioral. Any of the symptoms can indicate a degree of stress, which if left unresolved, might have serious implication. So, physical symptoms of stress can be palpitations or sweating. Emotional symptoms can be confusion, irritability, which are manifested in behavioral symptoms such as withdrawal and restlessness. So, these are signs. Here you can see symptoms of stress. Symptoms: dizziness, pain in chest, loss of interest in daily activities, grinding teeth, headache, irritation, memory loss. These are symptoms. And signs, warning signs of stress are physical signs, mental signs and emotional and behavioral signs. Warning signs are these. Now here are causes of stress. Causes of stress are internal and external. Uncertainties, pessimism, negating self-talk, unrealistic expectations, lack of assertiveness, perfectionism. These are internal causes of stress. External causes: life changes, work, relationship problems, financial issues, hectic schedules, and illness. These are external causes of stress. So, these are signs, symptoms, and causes of stress that we have discussed today. Next time we will move further. Thank you.